Hi, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I want you to just sit down, sink down onto the couch, grab yourself a cup of tea, just rest and relax, and I want to talk about something important. So yesterday I did a video about TRE and other ways that you can release trauma. So this is a caveat to that video. While that video is true, there are many different forms that you can release trauma, from running to shaking to screaming to fighting to singing, dancing, whatever the case may be, rebounding, vibration plates, whatever it is. There's all kinds of things that you can do to release trauma. But the only one that truly matters is in here. And it's resisting. It's a resistance to your trauma. And so when I told you that video, when I told you all the things that you can do, those are true. But when we run away and when we fight and when we try to release our fears, frustrations, emotions, traumas, uncomfortableness physically, when we try to release it in a physical way, although it's helpful, it often leaves us feeling dissatisfied because we still feel trauma inside us. We still feel that negative energy. We still feel fear. We still feel grief. We still feel sadness. We still feel shame. We still feel hopeless. We still feel uncomfortable. We still feel afraid, of the uncomfortable feelings themselves. And so those are certainly ways that you can help to release your physical pain. But one of the most important things that you can do is to actually just feel the discomfort, feel the pain, feel the trauma, feel the emotions, feel the symptoms, and stay. Stay where you are and know that you actually don't need to do anything except for accepting them. So yes, we can shake them out, we can run them out, we can scream them out. We are going to get temporary relief from all of these therapies. We can make breakthroughs with these therapies. But the true breakthrough for trauma is to be able to accept and not resist. Not resist the uncomfortable feelings, not resist the fear, not resist the pain, not resist the story that we just want this to go away. We just want to stop hurting. We just want to stop feeling pain. We just want to stop feeling sad. We just want to stop feeling lonely. We just want to stop feeling symptoms. We just want this pain, the pain in our body to go away, or the nervous energy, or the rippling tremors or shakes, or the crushing fatigue, whatever the symptom that we have, the physical symptom that we have. Often we look for ways that we can make it go away physically. And we also go down rabbit holes like diets and supplements, all these different therapies. I'm not saying these different therapies and different diets and different supplements and stuff aren't helpful. They can all be helpful as tools, but we need to remember they're tools. But the real breakthrough in actually releasing trauma, in actually releasing this trapped energy in your body, is to have full acceptance, basically full non-resistance of the feeling, the emotion, the symptom, whatever is happening in your life, to sit down the way I'm sitting now, to lay down on the couch, to have a cup of tea and say, All right? If you're going to be here today, that's fully where you are. That's fully what is happening, and I accept it. Instead of the panic that arises, I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of it now. Because the truth is, you don't need to get rid of it. You just need to learn to accept it. Once you fully come to a place of not resisting the feelings, they will change. They will dissipate. They will morph. And you will see the energy flow. But what happens with trauma is we create secondary trauma, secondary fears, secondary anxiety, secondary pain. So we have the initial symptom or the initial feeling that we do not want. It could be a symptom, it could be an emotion, it could be a feeling, whatever it is in our body. It's causing us great distress. And that's the initial feeling that comes up. It's uncomfortable because we are very sensitized to it. So the feeling comes up, and our immediate reaction is to run away or to fight it off or to freeze or to just whatever it is, panic, feel sorry for ourselves, cry, pray, beg, whatever we do. But what we need to do and that creates the secondary symptom that comes. Another symptom will join it. Another fear will join it. Another, more grief will come. So we have the initial, it's just a sensation, really. We have the initial sensation that causes us physical discomfort and mental discomfort, spiritual discomfort. And when we try to get away from it, make it go away, we're resisting. And when we resist, we're always fighting, we're always fleeing, we're always in a state of trying to change something and feeling like we're failing or that we can't do it or like there's something wrong with us. And the only way to truly accept that is to sit back and say, okay, you're here. I see you. I feel you. I, I, I may not like you, but I'm going to stay with you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to try to run away from you or shake you out or cry you out or do whatever. I'm going to feel you. I'm going to feel you, and I'm not going to resist you. And it's very hard with trauma to not resist because it's very deep. It's very embedded in our systems. And sometimes when we let out too much at once, we get into a state of complete breakdown or overwhelm in the sense that too much grief comes, too much pain comes, too much overwhelm comes, and we really feel like we can't do it. We're drowning. We're overwhelmed by it. But the more we practice sitting in complete and full acceptance, complete and full non-resistance, resist nothing, and we just stay with it for as long as it needs to be there. And we don't create secondary fears, secondary traumas, secondary grief, secondary, everything by being afraid of the sensations themselves and those uncomfortable feelings themselves, and we just sit with them. That is when the true healing can come. That is when that emotion or that feeling or that bodily symptom or the pain, the sensations can be felt, can be heard, and can dissipate in their own time, in their own space, and just flow. And you can start to feel that the true power of overcoming grief, trauma, and any kind of, I guess, syndrome, like a pain syndrome or an anxiety syndrome or depression or an even deep, suicide and anything like this. We can overcome it only by facing it head on, only by accepting, by feeling, by allowing, and by sitting through and watching the energy, just watching how the energy changes and morphs over time, by not letting it, by not trying to just distract ourselves with all the tools. And the tools are important, the tools are helpful. So anything that we can do to help ourselves or soothe ourselves with all the different tools out there is great. But honestly, this is so important. This is truth. Okay? So the only thing that you can truly do is just sit. Just sit with yourself in these moments of discomfort, in these moments of overwhelm, in these moments of, fear and anxiety and depression and trauma and overwhelm and all sensations and symptoms coming, and just say, okay, I accept you. I will not resist you. I am not going to resist you. And just allow. And it is one of the most challenging things as humans that we can ever do or ever face, because our nervous system was set up to fight or to flee or to run, or your nervous system was not set up to just allow discomfort. That's not, to you it's death. To you it's it's a form of death, really, to sit there and just allow all these feelings when we should be trying to fix them, change them, run for them, get rid of them as quickly as we can. But it's only when we change ourselves and start to evolve as beings, we start to transcend our own reality and our own suffering. And we realize that suffering is something that must be fully not resisted in order to flow through. So I hope this video has been helpful. I hope it's given you a little deeper insight into healing all these things. And we must do what we want to do the very least, which is just sit with them. Don't distract yourself. Don't run from them. You don't need all those tools. In the end game of it, you don't need all those tools. You just need you, yourself, and the feeling of discomfort, and total and complete non-resistance, acceptance, and to stay with it for as long as it needs to be heard, seen, and felt. So I hope this has helped, and I will do more videos. If you like this video, if you like this kind of information, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, so I know. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I need to know what people are wanting to hear out there. It's the only way I can get feedback. So again, I hope this has been helpful.